somebody got here in the nick of time. I ain't calling no names. Is it I? Dear Lord? Is it Jody? We think not, right, Chaz? Come on, admit to it, brethren. That wouldn't have come from me, I tell you that. DJ Aluagwa.
Blessing.
It would also be very unlikely that it would be you as well.
I'll open the place, man.
Man, tell you what. Joey, you actually see him a lot of times when you come here, right?
Yes. So it's oddly than me.
All right. And it's consistently like that, I can tell you.
Yes, sir.
Shells, we need to improve our game.
Yeah. If them have the place, if them have the key for the place, we should just let them.
You know what?
Man, Shells master the art of, yo, just in a 30 second we have to spear.
Yeah, what?
Yo, the boat down and hit the ground running.
That is my true confession.
Yeah.
Good morning, Bridge Nation. We're all here, of course, and so is Romeo across the glass, and we're going to take care of you until 10 o'clock this morning. Yeah. And it is up and go right here on the Bridge 99 on the FM band. Anybody wants to put anything up in here right now? Well, no traffic. No issues.
No, nothing really. You know, just giving thanks for today. You know, we're alive.
Yeah.
We have a little job. You know, well, a big job if you're honest. A big job.
Facts.
You know, lots of people.
This is a first. Yeah. I've never seen Jody wear her hair like that.
Oh yeah. Oh God.
Tell me.
Yeah.
My sister, because anytime I realize something in my family, you see, if I'm sick, for whatever reason, everybody starts to get panicky. They get close, and it's like, I was like, I'm okay now, just something got, I don't know, something went wrong. I don't know what happened, but I'm okay now. But they just get a little bit closer than usual. She was even up this morning. I was like, why are you up? You know, I'm the one leaving out. So I think she just wanted to be close. Like, let me comb my ear. I said, all right, cool.
That's nice. That's really nice. Yeah, and you really, what you've done from my perspective is you kind of switch it up a little bit.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
I know. I comb my hair like this when I'm at home.
Okay then.
Yeah.
All right.
But
for those
this morning I never had the time.
streamers out there, you'll get a chance to see it. Others will have to visualize. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's time now for us to get right into WTF. Like, what's the facts? Interesting one, I suspect.
Yes, sir. You want to hear the one and only Bridge Nation? McDonald's, Mickey D's, once tried to sell bubblegum flavored broccoli. Bubblegum flavored broccoli to encourage kids to eat healthier. It failed, obviously, because for the last decade, McDonald's has been incorporating healthier options into its menus. It now offers an entire array of salads, and in 2011, it made it possible to swap fries for apples in Happy Meals. I remember that. That wasn't bad. I welcome that. That wasn't bad. Before it decided on apples, though, the fast food chain experimented with a bunch of fruits and vegetables, notably broccoli. But not just any broccoli. Aware that kids traditionally despise the waxy green veggie, McDonald's engineered it to taste like bubblegum.
And that just didn't work.
Yeah, obviously. I don't know how that did I taste. I don't know how them did that without pies they put to them. Like,
it worked?
Let them say it never work. It failed.
Wow.
And that's why they ended up doing the apples instead of fries instead. That was a welcome addition. I really like. When I saw that, I was like, I see what McDonald's doing, but broccoli nasty still. I'm with the kids on that one.
Hold on. You mean bubblegum broccoli?
No, broccoli.
No, man, broccoli. That's good something for you, man.
I don't say a good something.
Great something.
Great as a matter of fact.
It tastes great.
Yeah, great.
It depends on what you're having it with, though.
Yeah.
Cheese.
Like cheese? Broccoli and cheese.
Yeah. Okay. You ever know that?
Well, me know something I really deal with the cheese.
No, me know that part. Me know that part, but trust me, that
fish and broccoli is normal.
Normally, when you hear about broccoli, the first thing, cheese.
Yeah.
You understand?
Nice, man.
You say that.
Broccoli. You see, broccoli now. Broccoli make me give thanks for ranch dressing. Cause when you get broccoli, you just pour it. Do you want? You can get a bubblegum flavored ranch dressing.
When I think of McDonald's, though, I think of steak and eggs.
Wow.
That's a part of their breakfast menu.
I miss McDonald's.
Yeah, I remember that.
I miss them.
But,
You know miss them?
But,
Richie, in Jamaica?
Yeah.
I miss them.
Yeah.
Slightly. Just a tad.
Yeah, trust me.
All right.
I wonder if they'll reconsider coming back here.
I doubt it. Too much competition hot now. Don't do it.
You know what I remember? You guys talking about McDonald's, because it's all about music, right?
Yeah.
There's a line in the song. You're a chicken and nugget, and I'm a Big Mac.
Ooh. I like that. Badness.
Yeah.
It's like, that song that did bad, I tell you.
Indeed.
Yes, sir.
So was the bubblegum broccoli, by the way.
Terrible. We appreciate the thoughts, Mickey D's, but
Yeah. And what's also strange is that you travel from country to country, and not every country carried like the steak and eggs. So
the menu is very.
I remember I was in London, and I traveled around one good 25 minutes. I'm search and find out one McDonald's and say, "Yo, we're gonna have steak and eggs this morning."
Yeah.
When we go down, I'm sorry, it's not on the menu. Maybe about the store, about an hour from here. Sure, no.
Jaja.
Oh, that was WTF. I survived it. Here I am. It's WTF.
What the fuck?
All right, Bridge Nation. So Rick Ross fined $100,000 for multiple Wingstop restaurant violations.
Lunch money. Lunch money.
Hear him do. All right. So several Wingstop restaurants in Mississippi, reportedly owned by rapper Rick Ross, have been fined by the United States Department of Labor, Wage and Hour Division for several labor violations that took money from employees.
What?
Rick Ross restaurants have also had to give $51,000 in back pay to employees they illegally took in addition to the fine they have to pay. According to the report, the franchise operator was fined last week after an investigation was launched by the department into violations of the labor, wage and hour laws. So what he has been doing is that the employees have to pay for training. So he's having some training, and he decided that he was going to take, or whomever is in charge, because I'm not going to say him,
right.
Whomever is in charge of his franchise.
Yeah.
Took money from them for them to do the training, and they have been investigating, and they realized that it's true, and now he's fined $100,000. So
I think they're also saying that staff members had to pay back for shortages,
right?
And they thought that it was unfair.
It is.
I was like, really?
But it all depends, right? But the training part, I don't think they should be paid for.
No.
And then set up something where you can watch to see why your money are shot on a daily basis.
Get your cameras in place.
Get your cameras in place.
Monitor that.
Yeah. So, and there was record keeping. So I'm assuming that there was probably some employees that decided saying, "No, we keep this record and bring it to the attention of the authorities because it seemed unfair." So he's in a spot of bother.
Yeah, many people have been reaching out to him. He has not commented as yet.
Yeah, so.
But I haven't tried it yet. That might change.
Maybe he has to investigate, because I'm not going to assume that it's him. He has people in charge of these things. So let's hear what he has to say.
And his family owns it. I think one of his sons also owns a few.
Has some franchises.
Right. So let's see what happens.
All right. Well, why no more Bridge Nation just chant them words there, Zimmy. Clash. Man, can't wait. We need the clash for going today. So anyways, Skeng. Apparently this is Massacre. I love it. On a new song titled Daybreak. Now it's been 3 days of hype and hope for lyrical clash. Lyrical, you hear that, fans? Lyrical clash between Skeng and Massacre following the release of the Protocol DJ's new song titled Daybreak. Now, though he did not mention Massacre by name yet, Skeng asserts that his foe can't fire none tall that are wet matches. Bam, bam, bam. Of course, that's a direct reference to Massacre's recent song Packer Matches, in which he sings that he's firing like 10 pack of matches, big tune still. So I like the fact that they go for that line there. Oh man, say wet matches. Alright, so Massacre has been very clear in the past about challenging any DJ, referring to the likes of Tommy Lee Sparta and Gage as circus clowns. Wow. And Alkaline as being afraid of a war. So perhaps he does not consider Skeng, who rose to stardom only a year ago. I don't think he considers him a worthy opponent just yet, or isn't convinced that the Daybreak, song requires a response. However, according to the internet detectives like myself, Massacre threw the first subliminal jab by putting out on social media that, oh wow, he said this, a cokehead alone take Molly. A cokehead tech Molly.
Aye.
Wow.
Aye.
That statement was perceived as a shot at Skeng because he openly sings about popping the drug. Now the Ratty Gang fans, they don't know them off a forward out and say something too. And they said, someone on Twitter saying, if a young Alkaline could have shelled Gaza, okay, that's debatable, but okay. Why a young Skeng can't beat Massacre? Now, Massacre fans, on the other hand, they're unbothered. They seem unbothered by a man with 5 tune. There is no way on earth people actually believe Skeng could clash Massacre and win. That's one Massacre fan said on Twitter.
5 tune.
So they're afraid of a man with 5 tune.
Oh wow, that was disrespectful.
I love it.
Wow. I like this. I just hope it stays
lyrical. Lyrical and little internet fans and mature like them little comments. I like it. Nobody bring it to the streets like that.
That was a bomb.
Yeah.
Like
5 songs.
Well,
5 songs.
Big boom.
That rough.
Man with 5 tune.
No, let me tell you something. That's really. I'm wondering if Massacre is really interested in clashing Skeng, or is it that he wanted to go for somebody like Alkaline?
I think it's Alkaline is the prime target for all the time still.
Alkaline seems not to show any interest whatsoever.
Yeah.
Alkabusi still and Alkabusi. You know, I gotta just run out like that.
Yeah.
So.
The ghetto.
So is that to myself?
I went to the ghetto. I can't.
I got no time for this. I'm not see them.
One of them, I'm a column in this.
Let's watch and see what happens.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah, Jody seems quite excited about that.
I am. I like those. Yeah. I love clashes, man, because you get to see how lyrical these artists are. So it would be interesting to see what a Skeng would produce on a live clash. You know?
That's true.
Yeah.
Boy,
you might have reason to say that later on in the show. Now Mariah Carey is in the news. Mariah Carey, of course, has had a good run with music at Christmas time. Her 1994 album Merry Christmas is one of the best-selling Christmas albums of all time, and that included, of course, the big song All I Want for Christmas Is You, which has become a classic staple at holiday season. So recently, Mariah Carey decides that she wants to lay claim to the title Queen of Christmas, and that has caused some problems. Mariah Carey attempted to trademark it, and then Elizabeth Chan, who exclusively performs Christmas music, has filed a formal objection to the claim. Also, fellow singer Darlene Love took to Facebook to say she has been Queen of Christmas since before Carey rose to fame. So as it is now, no one has commented yet. The trademark bid was filed in March 2021, but has only recently been made public. It is still under consideration. And Darlene Love, who we mentioned earlier, she is 81 years of age, and she has been recording music since 1963. She wrote on Facebook and said, confused by Mariah Carey's actions, as if this meant that I could not use the title. She says, David Letterman officially declared me the Queen of Christmas 29 years ago. A year before the release of Mariah Carey's All I Want for Christmas Is You. She added, at 81 years of age, I'm not changing anything. I've been in the business for 52 years. I've earned it, and I still can hit those notes. So what else are they expecting me to call myself? So this is what is happening right now. Mariah Carey going after the title Queen of Christmas, but there are some ladies who have been out there before her performing in the Christmas music, making a name for themselves.
Jojo, go first. Go first.
Just stop.
Yeah,
You know,
let's-
you
okay.
had your time. And him never knows say Mariah Carey that gonna come up with a song. So if it's a year before, let's let it go. Cause first of all, you can't hold them note that you will pass out. Let it go. No, ma'am. So leave Mariah Carey alone. She is the queen of Christmas. I don't care how long you did it on the face of earth. I do it. And Mariah Carey will say. So
Right.
he's alright.
All right.
But yes,
All right. You know what? Let's all get along.
No, we're not getting along nothing. What is wrong with Hadley, man?
What is your view?
Hold on, let's all get along. All right. Listen.
We're trying to split justice.
Mariah is the now queen
Okay. The reigning queen of Christmas.
right. Okay? All right, fine. You did call it.
No, my thing is music.
You were there.
Music is pushed by fans, right?
Right.
Like the fans.
I don't
bring
know this lady in at all.
Mariah jump up and say she want to be queen of Christmas, or the fans?
Mariah wanted to actually trademark.
Oh, she
Trademark.
want. Yeah, because right. Let's be real. We all hear the checks how she collect.
No, another song.
But
Play a
should
song.
any one person be holding on to anything that relates to
As
Christmas
long as
like
she
that?
can, she
though?
eventually will
Sort
die.
of monopolize
No.
I agree.
No,
Yeah, I
no.
don't think so. I don't
Definitely
think
not.
so. Yeah, I agree with that.
Is that the
I
right
don't
thing
think
to
she
do?
should trademark that.
Is it the name like she would only Mariah Carey would be
She would know
queen
the
of
owner,
Christmas?
and
Yeah, that
no
weird.
one else
Of that-
can use
Yeah,
it.
that kind of weird.
Legally use
But that's
it.
Mariah Carey for you though.
Yeah,
like
the
I'm
diva.
not surprised.
Yeah,
She's
the
a diva.
But yeah.
Chris Brown could do it.
Yeah.
This Christmas.
Christmas is meant to
Sinner.
be.
Sinner.
Christmas is meant to be shared,
Yes, I agree.
not owned.
It all depends.
I'd say.
If you're Mariah Carey,
that's it.
obviously not.
Well, that's our final story inside of
Update.
Time now for the proverb of the day, to be followed by the pet peeve of the morning.
Right, Bridge Nation. So our proverb of the day: duck no lay egg before fowl. Yeah.
I remember I'm a thinking face.
All right. See that.
Duck no lay egg before fall. Two of them lay egg, don't? I saw.
Yeah.
Two of them. That means two of them have them same capabilities there. So why them mother said duck don't lay egg before fall?
No.
Jojo, love me now, man.
On the trouble did it.
Duck no lay egg before fall. But two of them lay egg. I don't know what this means, you know. I just try to match it up, but I know the two of them lay egg. So there's something.
Wow.
This proverb come from the fact that the two of them can lay egg. That's all I know.
Right.
So I don't know what else it want. You know.
In a sense, yeah.
Yeah.
The meaning: you can achieve success regardless of your origin or background.
Oh, so
Yeah,
whether you're a duck or you're a fowl,
Yeah.
you
Don't
can
lay
achieve.
egg before fall.
The
So
success
two
is
of
the
them
egg.
lay egg.
The success is the egg.
Exactly.
Boom. Got
Right.
it. All right, that's
Yes.
nice.
Yes.
This is Jamaican?
So yes, it is.
Okay, cool,
yes.
cool,
So
cool.
so that's the proverb of the day. Duck no lay egg before fall. The meaning: you can achieve success regardless of your origin or background.
Facts.
Right. So we head over to pet peeve. If you're just joining us for the first time, pet peeves are things that others do to or say that that you may find annoying, irritating, or even upsetting. We have a pet peeve to share today. Right, Romy?
Bridge Nation, my pet peeve this morning is when you call a business place and you ask them for a particular product, and they would tell you that they have the product, right? And you drive to the business place now from wherever you're coming from. You reach there only to hear that, boy, we don't have it, The crosses.
Regular.
Listen.
Hey.
Regular.
Yeah. Yeah. Yo,
Oh my
there's
God.
a thing. There's a thing that people say is very synonymous with Jamaica customer service. We not have that.
Yeah.
There's
we
that's-
have it.
We not have it.
They
Not have
on-
that.
On the menu,
On the menu,
you know.
no.
Yeah,
They on your
read it on
website.
the menu, you know. They on the website.
Everything.
Everything. You got there. We not have that.
And then worse though, you do like the listener like I say, yo, you call and you say, yo, wherefore you have this, and you go drive and you hear them tell you, say, yo, we not have that. Now when people fight for less still.
Yeah, less. And you have to be strong when dealing with customer service reps in Jamaica. Like you can't be too much in your feelings because you're always a fight. As if you like you always have to go fight.
I have a question. You rather deal with like human interaction or like the robot then? Like,
I rather human interaction.
Yeah?
I'm sorry, because the automated responses, like I know this is not somebody real. I can tell based on the response.
But at least a robot can check in at the database and say, this, not that, say.
Right.
Chance say, but you know, if it's a Jamaican robot, they go to get the. When I have that same way. TMT.
Listen, let me tell you how serious this thing is. Can you imagine you drive all the way from out of town, all the country?
Yeah, man, it happened to nothing.
It happened. People.
I saw it the other day, may I tell you? A man drive all the way from St. Thomas, and let me tell you, when the man was living, the man say, but you know how far may I come from?
Yeah.
Just here saying
the
that.
man say, all the way there in St. Thomas may I come from? He say, yo, wanna tell me so I have the thing? No, it's wicked, brother.
Yeah.
I tell you.
So you know that you call before you even drive out if you decide to go, just to make sure.
Yeah,
but the problem is really when you call and they say they have it.
Yeah, and then you reach.
And then you reach and them don't have it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's stressful.
That terrible.
Right.
But is it a Jamaican thing?
I don't want to think so.
I would hope not.
I just think our experience is limited
here.
to Jamaica, so yeah, we can't say that. But,
yeah. Hopefully, it's not just here.
But yeah. I don't know.
I wouldn't want it to happen to me.
No. Here now.
I'm gonna
cost you now.
As money
make it. I cost dirty.
I'm gonna make it. I'm gonna make it over. When my ask, I'm gonna make it.
Exactly. Make borrow at the back. Go start it out.
Yep.
Bring it come.
Bring it forward.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
This morning we want to take a look at how to manage stress and how to navigate really in a stressful work environment, as it is for some of our listeners.
Yeah.
Now, everyone who has ever held a job has, at some point, I suspect, felt the pressure of work-related stress. Any job can have stressful elements, even if you love what you do. Now, in the short term, you may experience pressure to meet a deadline or to fulfill a challenging obligation. But when work stress or just life stresses become chronic, then can be quite overwhelming and even harmful to both your physical and your emotional health. Unfortunately, we can't just turn off the stress when we get home, and this can affect our family life in many instances. It affects our friendships also. Well, this morning we have with us Dr. Olivia Rose, who is a licensed organizational and sports psychologist, and she'll be giving us some tips on how to manage stress, especially in the workplace. Right. Good morning, Dr. Rose, and welcome to Up and Go. How are you?
Good morning. Thank you for having me, and good morning to your listeners.
Thank you so much for joining us. Doc, I regularly hear persons in my circle saying they're feeling stressed or something is stressing them out. Please help us at the beginning by telling us, explaining what is stress?
Okay, so stress really happens when the body is actually reacting to something that has happened. So in the workplace, it is a response. Something has to happen where employees have a perceived, because sometimes it's not real, perceived or actual perception of the unreasonable or excessive demands that are placed on them. And they somehow feel that they cannot cope or they won't be able to meet the deadlines. And as a result, the consequences for these are very important and sometimes uncontrollable and unpredictable.
Can it become chronic?
Definitely, depending on how long it lasts. So the intensity of the stress and your inability to deal with it can significantly impact how debilitating the stress is going to be on your emotional and physical health.
Wow. Greetings, Dr. Rose. Shells here. This is something that happened. This is real. This is real life stuff, and a lot of persons may even feel like there's no way to stop it once it reach. Is it possible for one to actually stop this from happening, stopping stress from becoming chronic? Like realistically speaking.
Realistically speaking, of course, you can. I wouldn't say stop stress, but you can manage stress. And in managing it, it can reduce the severity of the impact that it could have on your emotional and physical health. So, for example, setting boundaries are very important, especially now when we have what is called the Great Resignation. People now realize they have options and they don't have to be in a state where they're constantly stressed. So boundaries are important, and saying no and knowing your ability, but you can't say no all the time because remember, your job and your income possibly depends on this, right?
Yeah.
So it's really about not trying to be everything to everyone all the time. And even at work, you have some people who like to, there's some personality types who take on too much and feel a sense that they're going to be not pleasing people, so they don't want to say no. So boundaries are important. Of course, having a good support system, a support group, which, by the way, I'm recommending that it's outside of work.
Okay.
Because sometimes when you have your support group at work, that can cause problem because work in and of itself is a competitive environment. You're not here to make friends, even though you can have cordial and harmonious relationships at work. It's not a friendship club. And so it's important to see your support system or create a support network outside of work so you can have people to lean on when times become difficult. And not everything deserves an immediate reaction. So how you respond to stress at the workplace and the people that you also interact with mostly. For example, you have some coworkers who they complain more than they actually do work, and they find problems for solutions easily. Try to avoid those people and ensure also that you are not that kind of person. And take breaks, but please, because there's this thing about taking breaks. Many people want to take breaks and they don't want to do the work. So that can cause you more stress if you take more break than actually doing what you're supposed to do. But it's really important that you take breaks because breaks help you to recharge, help you to reset. And of course, in my introduction, you know that I am also a sports psychologist. And so exercise is very important, especially at lunchtime. If you have a sedentary job or a job that has you around a desk for most of the day, please try to move up and down and move a bit. And the simple things that we take for granted, such as drinking water and sometimes minding your own business, also helps to reduce stress at work.
Yeah, man. I like that one there.
What kind of exercises, though, would you suggest? You say moving up and down, but like some stretches,
Stretches, but just walking. You can walk. I mean, walk and not be disrupting everybody, but just walk. If it's a building, you can take the stairs instead of the elevator and that kind of thing. Just moving, because movement actually helps. And forget about multitasking. I hope I did say that you're to be organized. Sometimes when you're overwhelmed with all the things that you have to do, there is the desire to want to do everything all at once. That does not help. So try to have an organized schedule and actually writing things down. Even in a technological era, you can still write things down. And research has shown that you're more likely to achieve the things when you write them down for the day than when you don't. And
I definitely believe in that, and I do that a lot myself. And I do the carry forward. So if I didn't get it done today, I move it to.
I like that one.
Yeah, man,
That's
I
a
do
good
that
one.
a lot.
That's a good one.
You have given us a lot of advice and some best practices in terms of managing stress, Doc. What advice would you have for persons who are currently feeling a little overwhelmed by stress? What is the first thing that you'd suggest that they do immediately, really?
Immediately, if you're feeling overwhelmed by stress, I'd recommend that, and it is for a prolonged period of time, if you can talk to somebody. I'm not going to suggest initially a professional, but that's exactly where I'm going. I also would like for workplace to embrace the notion of having wellness coordinators, because this actually helps in reducing mental health issues at work. So talk to someone, ensure that you are eating properly as well. And in talking to someone, which is why I'm going to go back to that one, because I'm leaning now to getting professional help if it is beyond a prolonged period of time, because sometimes your friends or the person at work really doesn't want to hear all of what you're going through. So take deep breaths too. We have what in psychology we call progressive relaxation, and it's also used with athletes. Different anxiety reduction techniques, being grateful. One of the worst things about complaining about a job is not having a job to complain about.
Ooh.
So, yes, so being grateful, instead of saying I have to go to work, reprogram and reframe how you think about it. And you can say, I get to go to work. Many people don't get to go to work, so it's really your perspective, whether it's going to be a problem-focused approach where you're just focusing on, oh my gosh, I have to deal with these people today and I don't want to do this, versus, okay, they don't have to control how I feel about the job. So
We are in an age where the computer or phones are always at our fingertips. I think I read once where it was suggested that if you're feeling stressed, you should just simply stop scrolling and block out things from your mind. Is that something that you'd also recommend?
yes and no, simply because sometimes some people have things that they select to scroll on, like, art and relaxing images and so on. So those actually help if that is what you're scrolling on. But then there's also a technique that we use to help to reduce stress called mindfulness, which is about being present in the moment and just being grateful, not thinking about anything. But sometimes the brain does not allow us to do that as effectively as we want to. So this is where the scrolling comes in as a form of distraction for the stress and anxiety that you may be feeling at work.
Yes, hence your yes and no to that suggestion. Doc, we learned a lot from hearing you speak this morning. I thank you.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, man, wonderful having you, and you go on to have a wonderful day today. Thank you so much.
All right, thank you. You too.
All right,
you,
Dr.
thanks.
Olivia Rose, licensed organizational and sports psychologist, speaking to us about how we can go about managing stress.
Father Richie, what go on?
Oh, you looking for a drink?
There, man. It's
been a long time.
Yeah, true, man.
Yeah, man.
True, man.
But we've been seeing and hearing and playing the works.
Yes, man. I appreciate
And we're
that, man.
definitely very appreciative of the works that you're putting out. Congratulations, first of all, my brethren.
Thanks.
Of course, you're here. Yesterday, we played your latest track called
Yes,
Every
Every
Time,
Yeah.
which we haven't played yet this morning. And I messaged my producer and I said, I'd love to have Slashe on the program. So I was thinking, okay, Jody's going to work on it and maybe by next week we'll see you in the building. By this morning, you're there, brother.
Yeah, man. Jody found the miracle, man. Jody do the thing, man.
Yes, and as you said earlier, once you get the call, you're not itch.
No, we're not going to eat check. I work. We are work.
Oh, you mean?
Yeah, man.
And a chicken with a jerk.
Good.
Yes, sir. So the people are always asking you this, I'm sure, the whole matter of transition from comedy and then into Iceman and then now into Slashe.
Yeah.
Take us through that whole series of changes.
I tell you what, Father Richie, you see, Iceman represented a different kind of artist at that time.
Yeah.
So I was kind of focusing on a rebranding now. Because Iceman was like an actor, comedian who was dabbling in singing on the professional level. So, I just needed a change to go full-time into the music. And Slashe represents that change. One night, I do a show with Christopher Martin and D-Mage and Chevron. Chris introduced me and said, this artist, he goes by he's a singer / songwriter / actor / comedian, So tonight we're just going to work with
Slashe.
And the name just stick from there, so
Just like that.
So we just work with it,
Yeah,
and here we are years later.
When you decide to make a move like that, though, it must be something that you have to calculate and take a lot of things into consideration because now those who are accustomed to Iceman will not be getting Iceman, so to speak.
Right.
You'd have thought through all of this and taken that decision.
It had to be a very calculated decision because you're going to lose some fans, but you got to gain some more. But it's for the greater good.
Yeah.
So it's either they're going to be on board or they're going to give some time and see where it goes. But they have to make a decision either way. And we have to calculate that. We have to take that into consideration. So we did. But here we are making quality music.
Right.
And we hope that in making this kind of music, we we encourage those fans to forward.
Right. So, and my next question then, before Shells jumps in, is whether or not you are get the feeling that a lot of the Iceman fans are still now converted to become the Slashe fans.
Yeah, man, I'm still for them. I'm still for them, Richie, man.
Good
Them
music,
there,
good
man.
music. Good music are good music, and
Yeah,
people
man, yeah,
gravitate towards that. Now, my question is, you were doing well. You know, we know your history as a comedian and an actor. That's why the fans can probably feel away and whatever the case may be. But at what point did you say, you know, say music are my thing, or I can venture into music? What was that like?
Me I sing a long time, you know. I mean, at church, me I sing it up. Come right up, you know. And while I recognize that the talent was there for the acting, the talent was there for the music as well. So I just allowed it to flow in a very organic way. And when I meet the music professionally, And everything just kind of fell into place. You know, I started working at Robert Livingston from Big Yard. We made all of these songs there. And we transitioned now to Penthouse Records. I work with living legend Donovan Jermaine.
That's right.
And here we are making the music same way. And them man there, brother. You song that leave in the studio unless it's a good song.
Oh.
Shit.
It's not board in the flight unless it's a good song. If you have a phone call, him out tell us you have a phone call.
Yeah.
So that's what the song. So, you know, you have to learn those harsh lessons.
And with Demanda too, if I might add, your songs have to be able to board the flight, because them no we are stop on man. We are stand on songs there, brother.
No.
Yeah.
No,
You know the
police
thing,
can't pull you over Harborview.
Hold on, the comedic side still there. You know?
You have to know where you do, man.
Let us play the song called, his latest release called Every Time right now. Slashe is in the building, Bridge Nation. Check it out. An artist who's on the improve with every song that he does.
Oh gosh, man.
Not true now. not even bad mind can't stop this shit.
Everything.
What inspired, or some would want me to ask you, who inspired this song?
I tell you a story, Father Richie. Here we go now. Jeremy and I found at the studio one day. I hear this song I play upon the radio. This song is a cover version.
Right.
And I never know say somebody sing that song. Him say Slashe, me hear a tune. Me don't want to talk like German because I can't take the excitement.
Yeah.
Alright? Him say hear the tune and thing, and him want me to learn it and come deliver it in the studio. I say, alright, boss, because anything him say a line, I saw it go. This song is actually written and performed by Lionel Richie. Me never know that, because we know 1,000 Lionel Richie songs as Jamaican people. You know that. Every Lionel Richie song, the whole of we know.
Hello?
Hello. So when I heard the song, I said, yo, the writing a wicked, man. I got to deliver the song, man. And the rest is, here we are. Here we are. I didn't know that this song was a Lionel Richie song, but it's a wonderful song. I know Slashe always represent for the ladies, you know, I'm a lover, not a fighter. Seeing? And we talk about reality lyrics and these things. So this song is right in step with Slashe.
With who you are.
Yeah, man.
And let me tell you also, you have a fantastic video that's out. I think your co-star, Maylin?
Yes, Maylin.
Did a fantastic job.
Yeah, man. I have to bless her up, man.
Yeah, man.
Trust me.
It's a really good look.
Yeah, man.
It's a really good look.
Well, I'm actually doing a play now. I'm kind of start double back in the acting little
Okay,
bit. I'm doing
no
a
worries.
play called Hide Your Husband at Little Theatre.
Yes.
And we got the idea to do the video there.
Oh.
So we just shot the video there and edit it up and fix it up and thing. And
Yeah.
man.
It's
We
a
give
really,
thanks.
it's a really good look.
Thank you, my boss.
All right, so what else can we expect from Slashe is what we wanted to ask,
Yeah,
right,
of
Shells?
course.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, just more music, Father Richie. You know, we're continuing to familiarize everybody with brand Slashe, the artist formerly known as Iceman.
yeah.
Seeing, and we continue to make people know my musical talents, what I'm about, you know what I mean? Just to ingratiate yourself with the listening public, you know what I mean? And so it can't be an album right now.
Right.
We're not going to rush that something, you know what I mean? Africa look pan way. England I look power, US I look power. So let them go and get familiar with the sound and the personality and the vibe and energy of Slashe.
Yeah. I think you're at a very good place right now, and I think you're at. I think this is what you'd have wanted, for people to take you really seriously as an artist.
Yes.
And with the quality music that you're putting out,
Yes.
it is happening organically,
Yeah,
right?
I agree.
And that's the thing, Father Rich. You can't rush people meditation. You can't rush time. Because the talent will always be there.
Right.
And people will always be there. You know what I mean? Evolving. So
See.
once them hear you and them realize that with every song, with every effort, you continue to grow and improve, them will tune in.
Absolutely.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, as it relates to getting the new brand out there, rebranding yourself.
Yeah.
What about social media? How can the listeners
Yeah, man,
find
them
you?
can catch me on IG at /official, SLASHE. Put on the E, people. I don't want no lawsuit. I can't take the legal matters right now. The little money in Jamaica, yeah, the inflation and these things.
Right.
So /official on IG and Facebook at /, Twitter /music.
All right.
Yeah, man.
The play you mentioned, it's running now?
Yeah, man, we're closing August 28th. Hide Your Husband at the Little Theatre is a Basil Dawkins production.
Okay.
And I just want to say congratulations to Basil Dawkins for being conferred the honor of Order of Distinction.
That's right.
Yeah, man.
Congratulations,
So big up yourself,
Basil.
Biko.
Yeah, man. It's a good look. Slashe, great seeing you, man.
Yes,
and
I.
thanks for these wonderful sounds
Give
that we
thanks,
can
my
play and
general.
lift the energy in our program anytime we
real,
take them
for
up.
real, for
Give
real.
thanks. Here's
It's a
up.
joy, respect.
Yeah, man.
And you know, as I said earlier before we went to break, we have a bad artist in the building right now. We have a nice little reasoning. This general is bred in the multicultural melting pot of Flatbush, New York. You know, and he has been enamored with music since he was a child. Now, here the background info here. His Jamaican mother and Haitian father were musically inclined. His mother was a gifted musical writer, while his father was a master of the guitar. So it only makes sense that both his parents helped expose him to the distinctive sounds of the Caribbean. However, this was not enough to feed his musical veracity. Instead, Boney fostered, and this is our guest Boney Darrington, he fostered a love of music from all genres. Cause you can't hold him, dog, you know the thing, go. But you don't know, as he was pursuing his music, life can happen, you know the thing, go. And Boney's musical inclination took a back burner as he became a father. His newfound responsibility led him, to become a professional barber, boasting a master barber license in the state of New York and Florida. Oh, man. Now, today, the man, Boney Darrington, has gone from Boney D to Boney Man, and then Boney Darrington, as mentioned, and he's a doting father and a multi-talented musician and songwriter at his own RAOF Music Inc., and his home base for his musical ventures, kicking off with his latest single, Profile. So, Richie is an honor. This general like him have a great story, and he's like a bad artist. Welcome to the bridge. Welcome to Up and Go, my General Boney Darrington.
Wow, go on.
Well,
Can't
right
really
there.
hear you too well, but we
Yeah.
gonna do our best.
Yeah, here we know.
Yeah, I hear you, but my side is kind of low. I don't know what happened.
No problem. We'll make deal with it, man. Now, for those who are hearing about you for the first time, probably hearing about you for the first time, how would you describe yourself as an artist? Because, based on the intro, you look like nobody can box you in, Boney. You look like you're still going to go out there and venture into new sounds. So how would you describe yourself as an artist?
Well, basically, I'm like a mutt. You know what I mean? I'm an international artist because my father listened to a lot of soca, calypso, compa, stuff that I didn't understand as a young youth. And then my mom, she listened to a lot of reggae. And then me going to hip hop schools and learning R&B. I do kind of everything. And now with the new Afro wave that's going out there, I'm on that too. So yeah, there's really no box that they can put me in right now.
Respect.
What is it like for you, Boney Darrington, growing up in a, shall we call it a multicultural home? What were the experiences like for you as a child growing up?
Do we have to talk about that? Well, being an American-born child, having a West Indian parent, going to school with a diaper bag. I didn't have a book bag. I had a diaper bag. My mom put my pencils in the part where they hold the bottles at.
Wow.
And I had to go to school and get teased because of how I speak. And she didn't care what the first day of school was supposed to be. She said, if I complain, either I'm going to send you in the barrel to Haiti or I'm going to send you in the barrel to Jamaica. So it's kind of different in my household.
Wow. Oh, so you had your own adversities you had to, overcome and focus. Respect, man. I respect that. And a major change, because like your life has just always been about changes, and we respect you overcoming and just going through those changes. But one major change was when you became a father. How did this impact your life, especially as you were venturing into the music?
I didn't want to really be one of those dudes that chose music and didn't care about, if your kid had food or school clothes or doctor money, whatever it was. So I chose to be an adult and just leave music alone, set it as a hobby, and just raise my child.
Are you enjoying fatherhood? I mean, you're enjoying it, watching your child grow?
My little dead stomp, yeah, he's about to graduate from college now. So.
Oh,
Wow. Respect,
Okay.
man. Respect.
Yeah, so you have a new single. I haven't heard it yet, It's called Profile. What's the profile of that song?
Girl, this I know it and run. This I know one and done. Bumble where me they pan, cause I'm trying to find someone. So basically COVID came, and the only way in New York to have any type of conversation with a girl was some form of online dating. I tried plenty of fish. We ain't gonna talk about this.
Yeah.
I tried BLK. I tried Tag, and then one of my brethren said, if you want a real girl, you want to find a serious lady, you got to go to Bumble. And then I got on Bumble. I meet some nice girl, lose some nice girl, because they serious on Bumble now. You can't play around. If you don't hit them back real quick, they will delete you.
Whoa.
So Bumble is a serious place where the girls make the first move. And I just decided to make a song about my experiences on Bumble.
Oh, that's interesting. That's going to be interesting.
That's I like that one. I like that one. No, of course, Boney, we know we're gonna run the tune. We're gonna make the peeps hear it. But before that, cause you know the fans go running, the girls go running, of course. So where can our listeners find you on social media?
Boney Darrington official at Instagram. The old pages were hacked, and it's not me. So if it don't say official, it's not me. Okay. Boney Darrington on Facebook. And every social media or music platform you can find my music. Just Google Boney Darrington, search Boney Darrington, you can find me.
Okay, cool. What is New York like for you now? Are you making headway, getting your music out there, getting rotation on the radio, performing? What is it like now that the place has opened up, so to speak?
Well, a lot of people in the underground have been performing right through COVID. I used to run a barbershop in New York. And when COVID hit me up, I just couldn't recover. And when I was about to recover, they told me, why don't you just take this opportunity to go and do your music? So I've been in Florida for a year recording music and pursuing this career. Mm-hmm. I'll get back to New York on the second wave of this promotion when we actually drop the Tomorrow EP. Mm-hmm. But I really haven't been. I did go back for one weekend so I can get my master barber. But I haven't been back. It looked like a ghost town. Weed is legal. The police look high. Everybody look high. New York is different.
Yeah,
it's different.
Yeah, man. Respect. Now, all right. So you don't know we're gonna play the tune Profile, but I think better than us introing it, bro. I think you should do the honor of introing your track Profile.
All right, everybody, you're live on Bridge 99 FM, and this is my tune Profile, aka Bumble, where you find the serious girls, not the lay woman. You know what I'm saying?
All right, bro. Big up yourself. Enough love and respect. Keep the work going. We appreciate it, brother.
All right, it looks like the countdown is on, Shells, for us to make that connection. We call it the Global Connection. And that is, of course, with Bridge 99 FM here in Jamaica, broadcasting on 99 on the FM band and streaming at thebridge99fm.com. And we'll be joining up with DJ Roy, a recent awardee, by the way.
Mm-hmm, yes, I saw the post.
Yeah, and big things are going. Nice. Recognition is due.
Facts.
And he's getting the props that he deserves.
Agreed.
Let's see if we can find him, first of all. Good morning, DJ Roy.
Morning,
sir.
Good morning, sir.
And congratulations, sir.
Big up yourself.
Because you were recently honored and awarded the Jamaica Independence 60th Diamond Jubilee Ball. You were honored for the work that you've done, and we understand that a citation was presented by a congresswoman. We've had her on this program before, Yvette D. Clark. You, along with Patricia Chin of VP Records, Gary Gray, Yvette Clark, Camila McDonald, and my colleague and friend Roy A. Walters, a.k.a. DJ Roy, was an honoree. Shall we give him a round of applause, everybody? Congratulations, Roy. Ah, boy. How are you feeling?
First of all, I'm humble because I didn't even really talk much about it because, and the reason being, Richie, that what we do, and you've been doing this for years, Richie, it comes from the heart. It comes from a good place.
Yes.
So, when we get these awards, of course we appreciate them because it shows us that other people are seeing that the works that we're doing. Mm-hmm. But this is not why we do what we do. We do it for the love, and I don't want to sound corny.
Not for the likes.
This is where it's going.
Yeah.
It's all right.
Yeah, I don't want to. But that's why we really do it. And I again, just even being in a room with Yvette Clark and her mother, Mama Yuna, I call her,
Yeah.
and knowing what she has done, like my award, compared to all what she has done for Caribbean nationals here in America. I gotta say hats off. Remember, she was on that plane that landed in Jamaica with Barack Obama.
Absolutely, absolutely. But if you ask her, she would be quick to point out that what you have done and have been doing all these years is really remarkable, and you're quite deserving of this award, Rob. We're proud of you, man, and we say congratulations once again, bro.
Thank you.
We're not gonna make your watertight down. A big something this.
But I asked a question though, Richie.
Yeah.
With the citation that I got, and I've gotten so many citations and proclamations. I'm saying to myself, can I hang it on my rearview mirror, and if I'm speeding, I can show it to the police officer? I have a citation already, and they write me a ticket. I've got proclamations, they write me a ticket. And they all laugh and say, no, right, that's not what it's for.
I wouldn't recommend that at all myself. And I don't even know the system as well as you do. All right, but it's a good look. Enough respects every time. So it's another hot day, summer day in the NYC.
It's a warm day, overcast on the outside. I've been up since this morning because I had to take my car to the shop this morning, and I had to take it all the way into Queens, and the traffic already, and school, we're not even in school season. The traffic already is ridiculous going into Queens from Long Island. So, and I can imagine what the traffic is going to be like in a few weeks when school starts back in Jamaica. So, traffic, and gas.
It's crazy.
Like, gas prices.
It's been going down in your side, though, hasn't it?
Well, I'm still paying roughly $5 for premium because I have to put premium in. So I'm paying $5 for $4.99. So call it $5 for a gallon of gas. So it's still up there. But
same here, as a matter of fact. I mean, we got a little reprieve recently. But we had several weeks where it was going up by $4.50 per liter, and then when it started coming back down, it was coming back down like a 25 cents off. But
and we're grateful.
We're still grateful, but not satisfied. What we're fairly satisfied about is a item that came out today about chicken price. Because Jamaica broilers, right? Jamaica broilers have actually reduced the price of chicken meat, whole chicken and chicken parts by $12.50 per kilo, I think it is, on the price of chicken. And they say it has to do with the fact that there's some stability in supplies of grains and so on. And we feel that they ought to be commended for this move.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yes.
So we big them up once again on the international scale. You know what I mean?
Definitely.